Google. A company and website that has not only effectively become a synonym for the internet itself, but is also something that we all easily use every single day. It's the most trusted search engine by far. Be honest, if you asked me a question and I replied with, oh, just search it on fucking Bing, you would never talk to me again. You might even kill me. But not all of us out there choose to simply use Google for shopping, research, pirating things, normal shit like that. There exist people among us that regularly, willingly post Google reviews. Like, not in a I'm supporting this awesome business type of way, or this place sucks and I need to warn people type of way. Nah, there are people out there that live on Google reviews. Like, every fucking thing they do, they have to give a rating on Google reviews. And it was those absolute specimens of human beings that initially piqued my interest and led me down the road to making this video. In my further exploration of Google reviews as a whole, I was absolutely not let down by the insane and hilarious reviews out there. So naturally, I decided, just as I did with the last two videos in this hilariously bad series, I would compile as many funny or terrible Google reviews as I possibly could from all corners of the internet to share them with you today. Now, not all of these reviews are necessarily the fault of the reviewer themselves. A lot of the time it is just them being stupid or trying to be funny, but it can also be the establishment's fault or the fault of unforeseen circumstances. Nonetheless, they are all wildly entertaining. As always with this series, I'm equal parts excited and scared shitless, but let us dive together into the wild west that is Google reviews. Okay, I'm going to go through as many of these as I can possibly bring myself to do. Food is terrible. They would not let me in without interrogation. The wait time, ridiculous. No one apologized about the smell. Could not hear the music. Customers need to be more attractive. Settle down there, Nigel. Unbelievably bad service. Wouldn't recommend to an enemy. And now I have 3 enemies, the 3 men working here. They erased all the data from my mobile, and then they made fun of my vape. They pointed at me and jeered, "Who's a little vapey boy? Come out here to get his little vapey fixed, huh?" The man in the blue t-shirt with the medium-length beard had this crazy look in his eye, and at one point said, "Let's get it on." Avoid at all costs. 0 out of 10. Water, not get. That's right, this guy's got to be a professional. You can tell the passion for his craft given he started writing and posted the review before he even got his fucking drink. But don't worry, he didn't leave us hanging. Update, got my water and is good. I didn't visit. These types of people perplex me more than anything. How can you review something you never experienced? And how can you automatically declare it bad just because you haven't been there? Just because you chose not to go? What goes on in these people's heads are truly an enigma. I went in the store, and right when I walked in, they just hit me over the head with a metal bat and set me on fire. 3 stars. I got stabbed here. The food was fresh and the drinks were tasty, but I got stabbed here. Would consider going back. Here's another interesting case study of Google reviewers. There's a certain subgenre of them that not only feel the need to take pictures, but selfies. And if you guessed that the only thing he wrote for this review was simply Phil, then you are correct. The entire kitchen and waitstaff saw an ice cream truck and ran outside, leaving me alone in the restaurant. 10 minutes later, they all came back with ice cream cones. Dude, it's called priorities. It was a good night out until the owner started to beat me. Jesus. At least Dan the man doesn't hold grudges around here with a glowing 5-star review. It's very pleasant, but it's just a pond. Yeah, stay in your fucking lane, pond. Okay, I love this one. This is one of my favorite reviews I've ever read in my earthly existence. 4 stars. Nice, sterile atmosphere. hypnotically Caucasian. The chocolate milk is strikingly overpriced and at the same time, very easy to steal. Another of God's little tests. The kids playing basketball at this park were terrible. Hookah was great, but someone got shot when we were there, so I'm taking away a star for that. 4 out of 5 would return again wearing body armor. This review is accompanied by a picture of a lion with the caption, "Rest in peace, Cecil the lion." The review itself says, "Brought my lion here for dentistry and was horrified by the result. All kidding aside, I hope you die painfully." This review is quite possibly the most mysterious of them all. It's a 1-star review, and the caption just says, "Fantasting." Some kind of mashup of the word fantastic and fascinating, I guess. Literally the worst customer service. It's like the owner hates his customers or something. And plot twist, the owner himself replied, "You're right. I hate you. I wish you die a horrible death." This one pertains to a 1-star review left by a Mr. Phil Fox. Phil doesn't elaborate on his 1-star review, his experience, or anything. Just a 1-star review. But the owner does in fact respond, saying, "Hi Phil, you are not one of our customers. Your wife is one of our competitors' close friends. Why review us 1 star when you've never been? Also, you passed away 2 years ago, Phil." Service was awful. Food was great. Many items were not available. The service was so bad, it was actually entertaining. The response from the owner simply says, "I guess that's one way to run your business. This owner's just fucking out for blood." I must downgrade this to 3 stars after the last bus I was on ran over 2 pedestrians and kept going. Kathleen is out here one-upping that guy from earlier because not only has she never been here, but she doesn't even know where it is. The delivery guy lit up a joint right at my front doorstep in front of me and my children and then offered me some. Calm down, dude. You had an encounter with a chill-ass guy. I understand the concern, but he even offered you some? Come on. Ordered at around 7 p.m. Tasted like floor. Worst steakhouse ever. Doesn't even serve food. I like to believe that this review wasn't left on a steakhouse at all. Like this guy just walked into a fucking GameStop and left this review afterwards. I went for samosa, but they said, "Come after 12 o'clock. Sure. And for the final review of this video, I leave you with what is likely one of the most helpful, influential reviews to ever graze the website. The water tastes like meat. These videos are always an absolute blast to make, and I really hope you enjoyed it and laughed alongside me at all these hilarious and terrible Google reviews. If you liked this video, you should definitely go check out my other 2 videos in this series. I got one on 2-sentence horror stories and one on Facebook Marketplace, both of which I'm sure you can imagine had some interesting offerings. I also have a few possible ideas for the future of this series, so keep an eye out for that whenever they come out. I mean, anything out there that has the capacity to be hilariously bad is on the table, so the possibilities are pretty fucking endless. If you have any suggestions for a topic for a video like this, definitely leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. But that's all for me for now. I hope you have an absolutely amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one.
I want some cheeseburgers just to eat. I'm talking ketchup, my nigga mustard on the beat. You gotta put a lot of lettuce, please, because I like to have a lot of grease. I remember eating outside with my whole team. Now a nigga gotta stay home cause of quarantine.